Just want to give everybody a little heads up that we are now carrying the full line of products from the Vulcan Tactical line. Vulcan is the main distributor for G&G Armaments, which is probably one of the most prolific airsoft manufacturers that's out there. This week we are going to feature the Combat Machine 16 or the CM16 Gas Blowback Rifle. One of the biggest crazes in airsoft lately has been the advent of the gas blowback rifles that have been on the market lately. The problem for most people is that they're way out of their budgets. Some of these things cost over $500, which is obviously more than most people would want to spend on a toy rifle. That is until recently. Now G&G Armament has come out with the line of CM16 gas blowback airsoft rifles. The CM16 is a gas-operated blowback airsoft rifle that works off of green gas. It differs from the other more expensive blowback rifles in that the entire blowback mechanism is within a standard AEG-sized body, so they don't have more of the buffers and springs and pistons that are necessary for the more expensive gas blowback rifles. We've heard a lot of people raving about these guns lately, so we decided to look into them for ourselves to find out if we actually wanted to carry the guns. As far as the particulars on the gun, the upper and lower receiver are both made out of a high-quality polymer. The buffer tube and the barrel are both cast aluminum, and the rear stock and the front foregrip are both made out of a high-quality plastic. The gun weighs in at just over 5 pounds, gives you an average velocity of around 400 feet per second, that's with a .2 BB, and it gives you a sustained rate of fire of around 720 rounds per minute. One thing you have to consider when you're buying one of these guns is that the magazines only hold 30 rounds, so you're probably going to want to get your hands on a few more extra magazines, which is going to cost you a few more bucks. In order to fire the gun, it's necessary to first charge the magazine with green gas. Now, I gotta warn you guys, these things eat gas for breakfast, so unless you want to be spending money like a drunken sailor, you may want to go out and get a propane adapter and use propane on these things to save a little bit of money. You then insert the magazine. On these gas guns, it's necessary to cock it just like on an actual gun to fire the first shot, in which after that it becomes fully automatic. Now, one thing a lot of people like about these guns is it has a louder report and it actually has a little bit of recoil, so it's somewhat more realistic than, say, an AEG. As far as the rest of the gun goes, it's pretty much standard issue M4 stuff. You've got your collapsible 6-position stock and standard M4 style pistol grip, although one nice custom feature is they do add a sling mount on the bottom of the buffer tube. It's a standard carry handle, although it is removable if you want to turn it either into a flat top or add optics to the gun, and it has a standard M4 style handguard. If you like the quad rail style, they do have the CM Raider, which offers the quad rail as a standard issue. So if you're one of those guys that likes those big high-capacity magazines and the huge amount of sustained fire you can get out of it, you're probably not going to be a big fan of these kind of guns. The people that will appreciate this are the ones that like the more realistic airsoft experience where you have blowback actions, limited amounts of ammunition, and an overall more realistic airsoft experience. If you've got more questions about the CM line or any of the G&G products, feel free to stop in at the store. We'll be glad to go over any questions you have, or take home one of our catalogs. We've got the full line of Vulcan products, and we'll get you exactly what you need the first time. So until then, we'll see you the next time.
I want to shoot through the wall at the hair people.